use... Okay, I was trying to do the eyebrow looking into the camera and it looks disgusting. It's gorgeous. Okay, BRB. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, I'm actually filming a video. Are we surprised? I feel like everybody is surprised. But I'm doing a makeup tutorial today because everyone's asking me for an updated makeup routine, and then I went back and looked at the last tutorial I did on here and I was like, ew, don't do my makeup like that anymore. At least not exactly the same. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna give you all a tutorial, and I tried to do one on TikTok, but there's just not enough time and I have too many tips. Like, I'm trying to teach y'all how to catfish. So that's what we're doing today. Do you see my headband? I got this off Amazon. Very proud of it. I think it's great. Sam is here. Oh, I just texted him that I'm filming a YouTube video, so he knows that I'm in the zone. I'm in the teaching zone. But skin prep is very important. That's what I start with. I put on some of my Charlotte Tilbury moisturizer after I got out of the shower today, so I've already done that step. But the next thing that I do is I just recently tried this actually, and I really like it. The Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which I know everyone is already obsessed with, and I'm late to the hopping on the train as usual. Like, I always I try things later than everybody else. It's like, it's great. And I'm like, is it? And then eventually I try and I'm like, oh yeah, it is. You're right. You weren't lying to me. Then I mix a couple of these Drunk Elephant bronzy drops, sunshine drops, that's what they're called. And I just put like that much in. Kind of just because, look, I fake tan today and I don't match anymore. So I'm trying to make myself match again because I don't look normal. So I just mix that up. I use the back of this. This is a little, like, it takes a little extra hairs off your face. I think it's called like a little razor. I don't know if YouTube likes that word, so I'm gonna put this all over my face. Is how I start, like so. And I just, almost as if it was a moisturizer. Oh, your preferred sunscreen too. I put that under as well. I change my sunscreens a lot because I don't have one that I love, but definitely put a sunscreen on before your skin prep to protect your skin, like I'm not doing right now, but I need to. And whenever I first put these drops on, sometimes they look a little bit orange, but they always, oh my gosh, there's self tanner on my hand, whatever. They always kind of like die down a little bit, like they dial down as it sets into your skin. So I love the way that feels. Okay, very sticky. Now I have to like wait for a second because I like it to kind of set. My next step would be eyebrows, but I don't want my eyebrows to be all sticky. So I gotta give it a second. I'll be back in like 3 seconds. You know what? Let me sit down and then talk. I'm all over the place. So I'm moving next week. Big things. I'm very excited because the home I'm moving to is such a blessing. You guys have supported me so much. So now I can rent a bigger house and have room for YouTube. I'm so excited. It has like a little room I'm just gonna turn into a YouTube room and just make as many videos for you guys as I can because I have not been consistent enough long format wise with you guys. Like, I just posted a bajillion shorts and you guys deserve some actual content because when I have my favorite YouTubers and like I go through like phases with people where I like only watch this person, and I think right now, who is it? I think her name's Yeah, I'm Caroline. Hold on, let me see. But she does these little ASMR skits and she's so funny. And I check every single day if she's uploaded because I love watching it. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but it's like Caroline. I don't want to mispronounce her name. This chick, I watch all of her videos, like all the time. Every time she releases one, I'm like, yes! And I watch them because she makes the funniest little skits. And I was like, dang, is this how you guys feel with me not uploading consistently? I don't know if I would put myself on that high of a pedestal. I watch all her videos, but like, if it is, I'm being a terrible friend because I am, like, I need to be uploading. Anyway, I think my face is set. So I'm just gonna brush up my eyebrows. I have very mini eyebrows, so, you know. We're gonna have to really put in some work here. I'm gonna start with the Precisely My Brow. This is in the shade 3.5. It's a medium brown. I think it's a neutral brown. It's like a little pencil and you just fill in your eyebrows. So first I use the spoolie side and I just brush up my eyebrows like so. Then I use the pencil side, and a good outline for your eyebrows in general is, this is what I've heard. If it looks weird, then you know, don't do it. So first you go on like the outer part of your nose right here, okay? And you go up. And this line should be where the front of your brow is, hypothetically. And then you kind of angle it to the side and you can kind of see where the arch of your eyebrow is, wherever it is on you, because people have very unique eyebrows. No one's eyebrows look the same. So we're just gonna go on the arch side and go up. And this is where the arch should be on my eyebrow. And this is probably where it would go on the other side. And then for the, like the edge of your eyebrow, you go out and it's like goes across the little corner of your eye in here. This is where your eyebrow should end. I would probably do it a little bit more in than that, but I kind of messed it up. So it's like a map for your eyebrows. And if you work with it and figure out how it looks best on you, it's just a nice little outline for how to do your eyebrows if you're not really sure how. So that's a tip. This is how, and then I fill them in. I don't know. Eyebrows are like the longest thing ever, which is why I think everyone does them off camera. But I start with a light hand, okay? Let me see if I can get closer. Okay, I'll just try and do it. Always start with a light hand. It's so easy to add too much product and it's so easy to add more. So if you do it with a very light hand, you can go back, you can add more, but taking away product can be kind of difficult. So, you know, just start with a light hand. You're not in a rush. Maybe don't do this when you're in a rush, I don't know. But I'm gonna just, I like to bring my eyebrow a little more forward, even though that's technically not what the map says. Just all lines, like little feather strokes for lines, you know? It's very light when I fill it in. I go like la 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 la. Like it's very light. Brush them up. And then when it comes to the front of your eyebrow, you don't want those like those blocky brows, you know what I mean? So we want to just take the pencil, we're gonna go up against the beginning of the brow and just flick up and just you're kind of like pulling away here. You're like pulling away as you do it, okay? Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looks like when you do that. And the idea is that you turn it into like little hair-like strokes, you know? Perfect. There's my brow outline. We'll make it more like carved out soon. This is just a start. I'm just gonna quickly do this one. I'm pretty used to doing my eyebrows, so it doesn't take me as long anymore because I kind of know how I want to do them. The only thing that's difficult with me when I'm doing YouTube tutorials is I like my mirror right here. So this is how I'm usually doing my eyebrows. It's usually like super close. So I can see what I'm doing, you know? That's okay, we'll just skip through this eyebrow. Okay, I was trying to do the eyebrow looking into the camera and it looks disgusting. Oh my gosh, ew. I'll fix it. I'll show you how. Okay, then I use this NYX brow glue. It is the best eyebrow glue, I swear by this stuff. It's also nice and affordable, so we love that. Shout out NYX. And I also like the brown color because sometimes the clear kind of gets like muddy throughout the day and we don't want that. So I like the brown color for my hair, but maybe if you had like lighter hair colors, it wouldn't get muddy. I don't know. You have to figure out what works best for you. And then I just brush this up and brush the little hairs like so. And this eyebrow is just ridiculous today. I don't know what's going on, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it. My problem with tutorials, and I feel like I avoid them, is because I can do it when I'm like 2 inches away from a mirror, but I can't do it on camera staring at a camera. Like, this looks like 2016, bro. That's terrible. And I'm trying to do a tutorial, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll fix it. We'll figure it out. You know, eyebrows are unique, so that's fine. Now, to fix it, I'm gonna get the mirror here. I know it's disgusting, all the fingerprints, don't look at that. This is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. I have that memorized. And this is in the shade 2.5. So I take a flat brush with a wee bit of concealer and oh my gosh, I hate my eyebrows today. And I just outline. Can you see that? I think so, hopefully. I gotta do this, I don't know. I outline the under part of my brow. Typically I only do the bottom, but with how crazy these are today, I'm going over. And it usually if you just do the bottom and you know, do the top of your eyebrow the way you want, it looks more natural and you don't have to do the top. But that's not the case today, apparently. Okay. All right, that might be better, I don't know. Eyebrows might just not be it today. You either have a good eyebrow day or you don't. Today's not my day, but every time I try and do eyebrows on camera, it's just so bad. I just can't do it without being 2 inches away from a mirror. It's so annoying. And there we go. We are just gonna have some thicker eyebrows today, I guess. This is terrible. You know what, we're going with it. It's fine. We gotta live with it at some point. All right. Those are my eyebrows. Next step, Flawless Filter. This is technically not a foundation, I don't think. I think you're supposed to put it before your foundation. Doesn't it say primer? Superstore Youth Glow. I don't know. Someone told me this wasn't a foundation or it was TikTok or something I saw. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna use it as a foundation. But technically I think you're supposed to put foundation over it. But I just go like this. I kind of put it everywhere. And I have this jumbo brush that I don't even know where I got it. I think I've literally had this for like a million years off Amazon. And I just buff it in with my jumbo brush. And I go like that. And then I go between my big fat eyebrows, my Angry Bird. Oh! Angry Bird eyebrows. Gosh, I was trying to make a pun and I failed miserably. There we go. Next. Okay, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. We're gonna put this under our eyes. I do this little like straight shape down. It's a line. So it looks like that. Clunk on the outside. Oh, you guys gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go. And then my chin and my nose. Middle of my nose. That looks fine. We're gonna go with that. All right, this is the Real Techniques 200 brush. It's like a buff brush. That's what I use it for. Buffing out my concealer. When I do it, I kind of go in this motion. Kind of how you like blend things out is more important than even where you put the product. The things you use to blend out your makeup really decide how it sits. I used a beauty blender for a while and then I decided I just didn't like it. Like, I just like brushes better, to be honest. I only use a beauty blender for my powder, like pressing it in. You'll see that later. All right, boom, bada boom, bada bang. Look crazy, but next step is bronzer. This is the NARS Laguna bronzer, bronzing cream. This is what it looks like. I use this Morphe brush for my bronzer. Just pat, pat, pat. It's like a tapered brush, and when I do my bronzer, which I also use as contour. I don't really use contour, but I don't like to put it under your cheekbone. It ends up getting down here and then it just drags down your whole face. So go on your cheekbone because it ends up down here and then it kind of like gives your face some shape. So I go like this, just buffing that in there. And then I also go on my forehead a little bit. On my nose, I just kind of do this because I think about where the sun would hit you, it just right on your nose. So that's where I put it. Is that good? No, I can't tell. It's too far away. I think it's fine. So that's how I do my bronzer. And then sometimes if it's too harsh over here, I just take my foundation brush and blend it out a little bit. You know what I mean? Blush time is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in High Blush. Now just go like this. I also put some of that on my nose too. I'm not sure why, I've just always done that. I use the Real Techniques 070 brush. It's like a stipple brush, and I like the way it makes my blush look, so that's just how I use. I'm really not sure if this is how it's supposed to be used. I just found that it works great for blush, so that's why I use it that way. Across my nose. I put my blush kind of high up on my cheekbones because you can go in with a powdered blush later and just kind of add it and make your face, you know, have a little bit more standout blush, but this kind of blends in, sets in, gives you like a little bit of warmth. Next is my Charlotte Tilbury powder. Look at my mini one, it's so cute. Hello. This is a beauty blender. I don't get it wet or anything. I just put some powder on it and press it under my eyes. It keeps all my concealer nice and set. I set my smile lines because I smile a lot, so I end up with creases there. Perfect. That's just kind of how I set it. Now I look like a blank slate again. I canceled out everything I did. Next, Hoola Beauty bronzer. I use this angled brush. I feel like I'm losing it over here, guys. I'm so bad at tutorial. This is like actually a problem. Okay, angled brush. And I just put the same place I put that first cream bronzer. I've heard some people say they don't like this bronzer. I'm not really sure why. I really like it, so I just keep using it. Oh, this is my favorite blush. I'll show you. Ooh. The California Benefit blush. Look how pretty. It's gorgeous. Then I use this Morphe, this brush. That's what I was saying about adding some more color later. Look at that. Can't tell if you can tell or not, but it looks good, I think. Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb Highlight. Best highlight on the market. I literally use my finger and just... You can just use a very light hand and it will make you shimmer. Check that out. I don't see enough people talk about that. It is the best highlight. Rare Beauty Setting Spray. I'm just gonna set my face. And then for my eyes, sometimes I like to do boring stuff on my eyes. Actually, I always do boring stuff on my eyes. So I take that same bronzer and the flat, like, this is a Morphe 2 brush. I don't know what it's, they don't have like numbers on their brushes, but it's a Morphe 2 brush. And I just pat it in the crease. Your bronzer is like almost always your perfect like crease shade. So that's what I like to start out for my crease. And I like to be very bronzy. I always go for a bronzy look. Oh, I dropped the cap. I always go for a bronzy look. I just like the way that it looks, really. Especially with that self-tanner. All right, I'm gonna get better at these the more I do them, I promise. Especially when I have like a normal setup. Like if you saw where I'm sitting right now, like it looks fine, but my knees are stuck in a drawer. So then, same thing here. I take just the leftover powder on my beauty blender and just set that bronzer. So I can go back in with, ooh, my favorite current palette. I have two. I will show you. So, number one, Patrick Ta Major Dimensions 3 palette. I didn't know what it was called. This is what it looks like. And it has two little putty eyeliners over here, which is great. But I use this a lot. I use the brown putty eyeliner all the time. Love that stuff. Also, the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes. I don't know if this was limited edition or not, but it is beautiful. I love it. I use the shimmers all the time. But I just take this and any kind of like fluffy eyeshadow brush. And I use this shade and this shade a lot. So I'm just gonna go in here and mix them. Give it a little tap and apply this right in the crease. Perfect. Then these shimmers are amazing. Look, I'm gonna use the top one. This is what it looks like on my finger. Ta-da! So that's what I start my eyes off with. But then I take my Better Than Sex brown eyeliner. This is the Easy Glide waterproof liquid liner. Yo, how am I gonna teach you how I do eyeliner? I can barely even do my eyebrows. Okay, you know what? I'm skilled, I can do this. This is what it looks like. So first I draw a line from right here at the very corner of the outer corner of my eye, all the way out to about here. Okay, so we go like this. Okay, see it? Yes? Okay, perfect, good, amazing. You got this, by the way. Just take your time, you'll be good. Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, divide into thirds. 2/3 up. I like to go in towards my iris. I don't go all the way in because I have hooded eyes. See, there's not a lot of eyelid. And then I just fill in a little triangle. And there you have it. There's your eyeliner. Now, if you don't get the edge as sharp as you want it, this is what I like to do. I take that brush that we used to just carve out our eyebrows with a little bit of concealer on it, and you just go right under. So that ends up nice and sharp. Then you can take, I have a small little concealer brush. Just blend this down. Ta-da! There's your eyeliner. All right, I'm gonna do the other side in the mirror because I cannot, that was stressful. Okay, BRB.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry, don't cry. Oh. Please work. Okay, that was fine. We'll fix it later. All right, BRB. This is what we look like so far. Now, next step would either be to curl your eyelashes and do mascara, or for me, because I'm bald, I have to put on fake eyelashes. So I use a lot of different eyelashes because I'm picky. And frankly, I don't have a single type of eyelash that I'm like, yes, you're perfect. Like, it's either the band kind of bothers me, or the material's too coarse, or it just doesn't look right on my eye shape. I don't know. So I go back and forth, but today I'm gonna use the Luxe Silk Eyelure Masquerade lashes because these are pretty accessible to get. They're in most like Targets and Walmarts. So I'm gonna use these today. My only problem with these is sometimes the product development's kind of inconsistent. So I could get a package that looks great, and then I've also gotten something I'm like, this doesn't even look like the right kind of eyelash. So that's unfortunate, but we're gonna use it today. It's all good. Just wanted to warn you guys in case you guys went to the store and got some and were like, this doesn't look the same. Like, I know, I don't know why that happens. So I have to trim the eyelash. See how long it is? If I tried to put this on now, with my little eyes, it'd be way out here and it wouldn't be comfortable. So I take the wee little razor and I cut off like just one little section. All right, and then I just give it a little bendy. See how it would look? I know that's basically how much I have to cut off from my eye, but you want to measure it to your eyes too. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna grab some lash glue. I'm also gonna use their lash glue just to keep the theme consistent. And again, I'm terrible at showing you all how to put on eyelashes, but I'm gonna do my best because this is my job now. I gotta teach y'all, no matter how unqualified and bad I am at it. I'm gonna try my best. There we go. Oh, I'm so excited to teach y'all my lip routine because I recently have a new one. I think I've been getting a lot of comments like, what's your lip routine? Like, people like it, so I got it for you. All right, we got glue on it, see? That's the glue. Now we gotta dry the glue until it's tacky. Now, depending on the climate you're in, this is like very different for every person. So you kind of have to find out when it's tacky for you. Cause like I'm in California and it's kind of dry. So it dries like mediocrely fast. But when I'm in Colorado, which is where I grew up, it dries super fast. Like I have to pay attention. And when I'm in like Florida, where it's super humid, it takes a million years to dry. I feel like it never dries. So, you know, it kind of depends on your climate. When the glue gets tacky and you kind of have to know that for yourself, like you'll figure it out. I'm gonna try it. Cause it might take me longer to do it, showing you. I don't know. You have your lash, all right? Very intimidating. Would will be fine, okay? Take your time. Do it as many times as you need. The first time that I wore eyelashes, it took me 2 hours to get them on because my eyes were watering so much because I didn't know how to do it. So if it takes you a long time, don't worry about it. I've been doing this every day since I was like 15. I love eyelashes. So you wanna start at an upward angle. You're going up, okay? I like to connect it in the middle and then I use my tweezers and I connect the outer part first, okay? So this all connect in the outer part. The inner corner is where people have the most problems. So put a little extra glue so you have extra time to do that. We're just gonna bend it down once it's connected on the outer part. It likes to come up the most. Sometimes you gotta put extra glue on there. But once you figure out how to make it fit your eye well, it's not difficult. It's just the starting out process when you're learning how to do it. all done. Now you're gonna wanna let this dry for a little bit, and then we're gonna come back and do final touches and make it all blend with your natural eyelashes, but let it really stick to your eyelash. And while that's drying, I'm just gonna put on the other one. I'll be right back. Ta-da! All right, now we gotta finish up the task. From a distance, you can't really tell, but if I get up super close, you can see my actual eyelashes under the fake ones. And when you're in person, you can see it. So I hate that. I'm like, oh no, you can't see. You have to think that these are actually my eyelashes, which you know, nobody does. But I like to take a little bit of mascara. Now you wanna don't use a tubing mascara. It's gonna stick to the fake lashes and then your lashes will get pulled out when you take the lashes off. So, you know, proceed with caution here. I don't have a lot of eyelashes, so it's kind of hard for mine to get pulled out because you know, how are you gonna pull lashes that you can barely even get your hands on? But for other people, this might be a problem. So just like very lightly, I like to put mascara only at the roots, just so I can blend my natural eyelashes to the fake ones. And it's like a very light hand. You're not doing too much, very light layer. You can do this before, but sometimes the natural lashes don't lay as well with the fake ones, so that's why I don't do that. And then after I get that done, I take the back of my tweezers and I just press the natural lashes into the fake ones so that you can't even tell that they're there. And it makes them all blend together so much better. So I can like see them and then I can't see them, see? I don't know if you can see it as well on camera, but in person, you can tell. So, you know, just helping you out. There we go. And then we press again, just to make it all blend in nice. So once you've done that, now this is a personal preference thing. You can either leave it without bottom mascara. With how thick the top lashes are and how dramatic I like them, I like to put bottom mascara on because I think it looks better. And the next step, if you've been watching any of my makeup tutorials, you know I've been doing this forever. I always do this, I still do this. Where is it? So this is what I do. This is the most important step. This is my favorite eyeliner for this. I haven't found one I like even close to as much. This is the NYX Epic Wear Waterproof Black Eyeliner, okay? And when I get up close, you can see there's a gap between my actual skin and where the lash band starts, where it gets all black, and I hate that gap. So I like to fill it in with the eyeliner. This is very difficult for me to do on camera. I have to do it. I have to do it for you guys. I gotta teach y'all. You wanna be very careful when you're doing this because if it gets like too thick, it looks really blobby. Perfect, one. There you go. And it looks so much better in person. Again, something that you really notice in person. You might not notice on camera, but you notice in person. Next, I take the bronzer that I used earlier and I just take like a buffing brush. I go right under my eye. Oh, I got some eyeliner under there. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. And same thing over here. It just makes it kind of blend better. I use a lot of different mascaras here, just kind of whatever one I'm feeling. Like today, I'll use, this is my favorite, the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. I like to use this on my bottom eyelashes. Look at that clump. Oh, so grody. I'll do something about that later. Okay. So there you go. There's a difference for perspective. So you either like the look or you don't. I personally do, so that's why I do it. Totally personal preference. Okay, so now it's like, oh, we're almost done. Eyes are done, we're looking good, we're looking good. So now I take all the foundation off my lips, which, you know, I'm gonna use this headband, but you probably should use a cloth. Just make sure there's no more foundation on my lips. I have two lip liners I use all the time. One of them is not with me, but it's the Huda Beauty Pinky Brown lip liner. And this is Makeup by Mario's Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil in Toasty. There I go. I overline a bit, I'm not gonna lie. And then this is so great. It has a little brush that you can, okay, and I do the top. Believe it or not, I did not start using regularly using lip liner until like 6 months ago. How crazy is that? So once the lips like are lined, looking very brown, low-key it's a vibe. But what I like to do, this is the Benetint just like lip stain that everybody uses. That's how I apply it. You gotta do it like that and you gotta make sure your lips are dry when you do it. Otherwise it'll fall in like the creases and get all messy, but. And you do it like this. Let dry. So now we're like almost done. The last step that I do is I put a little gloss on my lips because we had to dry them out. Now we gotta add some more moisture to them. So literally any gloss you wanna use is good for this. Fenty Beauty has a great clear gloss, but I lost mine. Yeah, I would pick that ideally, but I lost it, so you know, whatever. The Lancome, this is the Juicy Tubes original. This is honestly just the only lip gloss I saw sitting around, so I just use a little bit. It just makes your lips look so glossy and shiny and beautiful. Now I'll take my headband out. Hopefully my hair isn't like so flat. And then I just take my headband out. I puff up my hair. I make some faces in the mirror. I'm like, yeah, you look good. And then you're done. That's all you gotta do. I don't know how new any of this information was, but hopefully some of it was useful. And I promise I'll get better at doing tutorials. Try my best. If you guys have any suggestions for what you would like me to do as like a tutorial, please leave them down below in the comments. I can't decide if I like my hair or not right now. Whatever. If you guys have any suggestions for like ideas, then please leave them down below in the comments. I would love to give you guys some more tutorials. I just run out of ideas, to be honest, because I do like the same makeup look every day. So if you have ideas, let me know. I am more than willing to do it for you. So yes, I hope this was helpful. I know the timestamps probably were with how long this video is, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. So I love you guys. I don't know why I'm rambling right now. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to subscribe, or don't, whatever, it's cool. I totally don't care. I love you all. Anyway, I need to shut up now, so I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!